there's a huge problem at the ISS. An uncontrollable coolant leak on the Russian ISS capsule puts future missions in jeopardy. 3 astronauts are scheduled to fly home on the capsule in March of 2023. Now that may no longer be possible. And you can see the live footage by NASA, an amazing amount of coolant coming out, coolant leaking from the Russian Soyuz capsule, currently docked at the International Space Station. So an uncontrollable coolant leak on the Russian-built Soyuz spacecraft docked at the International Space Station had damaged the crew capsule. Russia's space agency Roscosmos said in their statement. On Wednesday, December 14, at 7:45 p.m. EST, a violent coolant leak on the Russian Soyuz MS-22 spacecraft, currently docked at the ISS, was detected while Expedition 68 cosmonauts Sergei Prokopyev and Dmitry Petelin were prepared for a nearly 7-hour spacewalk outside the ISS. The extravehicular activity, EVA, was called off after both cosmonauts were already in their spacesuits and beginning to depressurize the airlock. Cameras on the outside of the space station showed a steady stream of frozen coolant shooting into space from the Soyuz capsule as the cosmonauts returned to the main body of the station. On Thursday, December 15, Roscosmos issued a statement via its Telegram channel, writing that according to the preliminary information on Thursday, December 15, the outer skin of the instrument and assembly compartment of the Soyuz MS-22 manned spacecraft was damaged, but the crew aboard the space station remained safe, according to the translation by Google. The incident occurred at 3:45 a.m. local time, December 15, for Russian mission control. And they said the Soyuz spacecraft suffers fairly substantial leak at space station. The crew reported that the warning device of the ship's diagnostic system went off, indicating a pressure drop in the cooling system. A visual inspection confirmed the leak, after which it was decided to interrupt the planned extravehicular activities by the crew members of the Russian segment of the ISS, Sergei Prokopyev and Dmitry Petelin. Roscosmos officials wrote in their statement. They said, at the moment, all systems of the ISS and the ship are operating normally. The crew is safe, the statement said. After analyzing the situation, a decision will be made on the further actions of both specialists on Earth and the members of the crew of the ISS Russian segment. NASA issued a similar statement on Thursday, writing that NASA and Roscosmos will continue to work together to determine the next course of action following the ongoing analysis. The crew members aboard the space station are safe and were not in any danger during the leak. In response to a request for more detailed information from space.com, a NASA spokesperson said the agency will issue an update on its blog. It remains unclear how the leak and damage to the Soyuz craft will affect the planned March 2023 return of the MS-22 crew, which includes NASA astronaut Frank Rubio. Neither NASA nor Roscosmos has given any hint of whether the MS-22 capsule meant to carry Rubio, Petelin, and Prokopyev home remains flight-worthy following the apparent significant loss of coolant. I mean, you could imagine. This is a very huge problem. Now, it also is unknown whether the ISS as a whole or the Cygnus cargo spacecraft docked near MS-22 suffered any damage due to this leak. There's also 2 Progress cargo capsules, a Dragon cargo capsule and a Crew Dragon, which carried NASA's Nicole Mann and Josh Casada, Japan's Koichi Wataka, and cosmonaut Anna Kikina to the space station in October of 2022. The space agencies have not suggested which particular coolant leaked from the Soyuz vehicle, but ammonia, a common spacecraft coolant, can be corrosive to many metals. This was originally published on space.com and it's here on Live Science by Brett Tingley. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.